30 seconds.
Here we go. What's up?
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
All right, kids. That was another great workout. See you next time on 1 Minute Moving.
Faith, and faith is all about believing what you can't see.
Yeah, see, me, if I can't see it, I don't believe it, bro. That's what these glasses are for. Seeing things.
Hold on. So, if you can't see it, you don't believe it?
Yeah, pretty much.
There's lots of stuff that's real that you can't see.
Really? Like what?
Oh yeah.
Hey, are we doing 1 minute moving while we're filming?
What's up, Nigel? You want a snack?
Yeah, sure.
Awesome.
Hey, what are you doing? That's dangerous.
I know.
Ah, my favorite, strawberry ice cream. Let me get a spoon.
Heat high. You can't see heat.
What happened to my ice cream? Who put a heater here? All right, guys. So obviously there are a lot of things that we can't see, but we see the effects of it in our lives, like the wind, noise, even gravity. Watch this.
No! What's he doing? No!
All right. So the same way that we can't really see gravity or heat, you can see the effects of it in the things around us. You can even feel it, and you can do the same thing with God.
Thanks, Nigel. That is exactly right. We're talking about faith. And faith is trusting in what you can't see because of what you can see. Here's what I know about faith. Hebrews 11 starts off by saying that faith is being sure of what we hope for. It's about being sure of what we do not see. Our big idea today is you can know Jesus even when you don't see him. We don't always get to see Jesus with our own eyes, but we can know that Jesus is real. We can know that Jesus is here. We can see the effects of God moving and of God doing things. Just like how we can't see heat, but we can see the effects of it. We can see how it melted the ice cream. We can see how Nigel got crashed into the boxes by gravity and Duval. We can see how wind blows. What are you doing? We can see how wind blows Nigel's snack like crazy. We can be sure that God is real even when we can't see him, right? Hebrews 11 goes on to say this, that we can't please God without faith. In fact, it's impossible to please God if we don't have faith. And he goes on to say that God rewards those who seek him. We seek for what we know exists. We seek things that we know is real. I have always wanted to be a treasure hunter, somebody who found like buried treasure.
Daddy, they were here.
I think this is the treasure. It's true.
Well, there's a shotgun. Any more?
Real treasure. Hebrews 11:7 says that Noah had faith. Talks about Noah having faith even though he was given no evidence. Where he couldn't see it. There was no reason why he should do what God told him to do. And this goes back way back in the beginning of the Bible in Genesis chapter 6. Do you know anything about Noah?
Yeah.
What about?
The Noah the ark?
Yeah, the ark. What was the ark?
A big boat?
Yeah, it was a big boat. Was it a motorboat?
No.
No, was it a playboat?
No.
Why did Noah build the ark?
Because God will destroy the city by a flood.
God was going to destroy the earth. I'm going to talk about this story real quick, because this is one of the most amazing and long, drawn out stories of faith in the entire Bible. God looked down on the earth and he saw that it was evil. That he said, everybody is evil. They do nothing but evil. They think nothing but evil thoughts. But there was this one family, and it was Noah's family, who found favor with the Lord. And so God told Noah to do something. What did he tell Noah to do? Build a what?
Build an ark.
Build an ark. Build a huge boat. And we're not talking about like, build a little boat to go out on the river. No. This boat was over 450 feet long. Can you even count that high?
No.
I didn't think so. This is a huge boat, over 75 feet wide, over 45 feet tall. This boat was massive. It looked like a big, huge cargo ship that you'd find in the ocean. But there was a problem. There was no evidence. There was no evidence of a flood. It hadn't started pouring down rain yet. There was no reason for Noah to think that a flood was coming, but he had faith in God. And Noah built the ark exactly how God said. And this was a long and drawn out story because it took Noah between, most people think between 55 and 75 years to complete this ship before God brought the floods.
Well,
How crazy is that? What?
how did Noah build the ark that long?
Yeah, it took a while. This is a boat that's 450 feet long.
What if
with
we
no
were in the
evidence?
boat?
Yeah, well, we'd be saved.
Yeah. All the
And as-
animals will.
Yep.
birds.
Yep. God didn't tell Noah just to build a boat. He said to build it a certain distance, a certain height, a certain width. There was 3 decks or 3 floors inside. He told Noah to gather all sorts of animals to the ark. He said everything not in the ark is basically going to be destroyed. And so Noah did that. And this wasn't a weekend job. It wasn't something that took Noah a couple months to do. It took him 50, 60, 70 years at least to complete this project. Can you imagine having faith in something unseen for that long? We don't know exactly where Noah built the ark. We don't know. We kind of know where it landed. We know it landed on a mountain, but we don't know where he actually built the ark. Can you imagine? I always kind of see it in my head of like Noah building this huge 450 foot long boat. Probably nothing even existed like that on earth at the time for sure. Like out in the desert where like it doesn't rain and like what would people say about him? He's a 500-year-old man building a 450 foot long boat out in the middle of who knows where, and it hasn't even really started to flood yet. How crazy that is faith.
Hey,
Noah, yeah.
I think I know a part of the story.
Okay, what?
So a bird was getting food.
Uh-huh, yep.
And it didn't came back.
Oh.
But one day it came back.
Oh,
Together.
City Kids, have you ever heard this? I tell you what, if you want to know what happens to Noah and his family in this humongous boat and all the animals inside the boat, you got to look it up for yourself. Pick up the Bible, Genesis chapter 7. Start reading it. It is amazing. And you're right. There's a little bit about a bird, a little dove, and it doesn't come. It's awesome. It's an awesome story. You guys will love it. Listen, faith is believing what we can't see. If you want to please God, believe. You can know Jesus. You can believe in Jesus even though we can't see him with our own eyes.
And the bird came back with a branch.
Are you telling the story? She
Little.
just gave you a spoiler. You still got to go read it for yourself. City Kids, that's all we got for you today. We love you. Have fun. And
I don't know what happened at the end.
or you'll have to read the story. You want to say bye?
Bye.
All right. See you, City Kids.
Bye.